Hey there, Kylan Trower here, and we are back. Want to thank you for taking the time to finish out the series. This is the last video, and I'm going to give you some practicals here, and really some information that may help you, kind of think forward in terms of where you really can take your business over time. And what I want to do is I want to give you some basics in terms of where you should spend your time in terms of your marketing if you're going to be marketing on the internet. Okay? And there are a myriad of different things that you can be doing to market. But if you're just starting out, these are the areas that I think are going to give you the most bang for your buck when it comes to marketing online. These are some really inexpensive ways as well for you to start getting some traffic to your lead capture page so you can start building your list and actually start generating leads and putting people into your pipeline, into your funnel. The first, and this is, a lot of people are probably, would say, well, why do you want me to start with this? Well, it's important that you do this because I believe that I believe in automation, and I believe in the information that you're going to learn. And I'm trying to think through my thoughts and what I want to share with you. But the information that you're going to learn through this method and the skills, I should say, are invaluable. You're going to be able to use this stuff and a lot of the other things I'm going to share with you. And that's pay-per-click marketing. If you're not familiar with pay-per-click, if you go to Google, what you'll see typically is you'll see and you search. Let's say you you search network marketing. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to see 3 ads typically at the top, and then you'll see maybe 10 ads across the right-hand column. Well, these are all pay-per-click ads, or the individuals that are advertising there are actually paying for those ads, and anytime you click on them, okay, then they have to pay for that. So just a quick word of advice: if you're not interested in something, don't click on those because people are actually having to pay for them. There is a way, however, that you can right-click on it. If you right-click on the link and scroll down, you can actually get the URL for that particular advertisement, copy it, and paste it into the browser to look without having to charge them. And that's just kind of a courtesy, or a courteous way, I should say, to look at somebody's advertisement if you're not really interested in it. You don't want to want people to have to pay for that. I'm just kind of cognizant of this stuff. So pay-per-click advertising. And the reason I say pay-per-click advertising is because with pay-per-click advertising, you're going to be able to, there's some keyword research and things that you're going to need to do in order to set up a pay-per-click advertisement properly. And the same type of keyword searches and skills that are needed for that are also going to be very relevant in some of the other things that you're going to do with regard to keyword research, search engine optimization. And I don't want to go over your head, but there's a few things that you want to keep in mind when you're marketing on the internet. Remember, we're talking about your strategy. The next thing, and this is really, really useful and profitable and very effective, and it's e-zine marketing. And if you can think of a magazine, typically offline you have magazines and you can put an ad in a magazine. Well, offline magazines can get very expensive, but there are literally thousands of niche e-zine magazines, or e-zine, they're magazines online, basically. They call them e-zines or e-zines or whatever you want to, whatever pronunciation you want to use. But these are magazines that are online that you can place ads in, and once you place these ads in e-zine magazines, they go out to all of the e-zine's subscriber base. And the ad that you want to use for e-zines is what's called a solo ad. Okay, and that's an ad that is just you, it's solo. So all of the information with regard to the ad is going to be yours. You're not going to be in competition with anyone. So you place a solo ad in ezines, and there's a place you can go to directoryofezines.com, directory of ezines, and Charlie Page over there has a ezine directory that will help you search all of the ezines, and they're actually the best, and they actually house all of the ezines by niche, by price, and all types of different categories, so that you can easily find an ezine that you can advertise in, and that will reach your target market. And you can literally do some ezines for as little as $10, up to maybe $50, $70 an ad. So they're not very expensive. So it's very important that you look into that. The third thing is article marketing. And articles are something that I'm really high on because of the content. And I don't know if you've been online for any time, you understand that that content is king. And what I mean by that is the more content that you have out there that's relevant, and that it's good, strong content and information that people want. Remember earlier we talked about credibility. The higher or the greater level of credibility that you have in the online world or in the online community. And so by writing articles, it's a way for you to get instant credibility. That's number one. The second thing, though, is that there are 3 ways with articles that you actually receive traffic. Whenever you write an article, you typically are going to submit that article to what's called an article directory. Well, if you submit them to the right article directories, and I suggest the top 3, which are goarticles.com, there's also ezinearticles.com, which is EZINE articles.com, and then the third is ideamarketers.com. ideamarketers.com. Those are 3 really popular article directories that have what's called high page ranking. So bottom line is Google looks at them highly because they have a lot of traffic. Okay? Well, if you have an article in these directories, then because there's so much traffic there, automatically you're going to get some of that traffic that's going to look at your article. That's number one. The second thing is when those articles are posted there, other individuals that maybe have blogs or other websites may take your article and publish it on their site, or you may even get an ezine that may like your article and publish it in their ezine and shoot it out to their entire subscriber base. All right? So that's the second way that you can get traffic from articles and actually get your business exposed. But the third way is through search engine optimization, and that's through using certain keywords. And I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details, but actually getting your article to show up under certain keywords that are put into Google on the first page. And those are called organic search engine listings. And so there's just so many opportunities with article marketing, but the most powerful of all, I believe, is the instant credibility that you're able to receive by becoming an author, okay, and by writing. And it looks like my time is going a lot faster. I'm a lot more long-winded than I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and then we'll pick this up with forum marketing on the next video.